Once a tailor had 125 centimeters square cloth. Now he wanted to make a handkerchief. So what is the maximum length of the side of a handkerchief that can be made from this piece? Well, this piece was a square piece and it was 125 centimeters square. Now he want to make a handkerchief which was again a square handkerchief. So what can be the maximum length of the side of this handkerchief that he can make? Well, in these cases, we do estimations of square roots. Now here, you cannot estimate the square root of 125. Now 125 may or may not be a square number. Then what do? Well, find out the squares which are above or below 125, or you can say closer to 125. Find out those square numbers. Well, 10 square. Now finding out squares of multiples of 10, that is very easy. So 10 square is 100. Now we can see we are actually close to 125. Let us find out the next square. That is 11 square. Now 11 square means 11 into 11. That gives us 121. See how we are moving closer to 125? Now the next square. What do we get? 12 square as 144. Now this goes beyond 125. That means if 125 would be a square number, it would lie between 121 and 144. So we saw that 11 square was 121. Right? Now area of the cloth we are having is 125. So we can say that 125 lies between this 121 and 144. It lies between this. 144 and 121 are the two squares closest to 125. Now 144 is larger or greater than 125 and 121 is lesser than 125. So which of the squares we can take here? Well, you can see that 144 is greater than 125. So we cannot take that because we have the area of the cloth as 125 centimeters square only. We cannot make a handkerchief whose square is more than 125. So this option is not valid for us. So we are left with what? 121. Right? Now this is the only square that is closest to 125 and less than to 125. Right? So we will take 121. So now you know how to do estimations. Well, here these friends, they were playing such a game where one was saying a square number and the other had to answer the square root of that number. Now they were playing this game very fast so as to check who was smarter. Now Riya, she said a number 25, which was a square number, and Krish had to answer the square root of that number. So when she asked 25, he was very happy because this was a very easy number. He quickly answered 5. Then Krish asked the number square number 81, and Riya quickly answered that 9 was the square root of 81. Now this went on until at one point Riya asked the square number, say 250, and Krish had to answer the square root of 250. Now he was confused. He hadn't memorized all the square numbers. He had memorized the square numbers from 1 to 10, and 10 square is 100. So he knew all the square numbers from 1 to 10, that is from 1 to 100. The square numbers from 1 to 100. He did not know what was the square root of 250. So he was confused. So Riya asked her to at least tell her a number whose square was closer to 250. Now how do we do that? Again, estimations will come to our rescue. In these cases, we need to estimate the square root. Now you know that finding out the squares of multiples of 10 is quite easy. So 10 square, when we found out it got 100, and 20 square is 400. So you can see that this 250 lies between this 100 and 400. So we can say that 250 lies between the squares of 10 and 20. But again, this is not very close. We can see that 250 lies between 100 and 400, but still we cannot estimate the square root, if any, of 250. So let us take these two numbers, say 15 and 16. Now when squared, we get 15 square as 225 and 16 square as 256. So now you can say that 250 lies between 225 and 256. Now they do not have any natural number between them. So if 250 would be a perfect square, then its square root would lie between 225 and 256. But it is not a perfect square. So which number square is closest to 250? Can you tell me by looking at these numbers? We can see that 15 square is 225, that is closer to 250, but then 16 square is 256, which is actually more close to 250, or you can say it is closer to 250 than 225 is close to 250. So we can say that root over 250 would be actually close to 16. So Ria's question was answered by Krish, that the number whose square was closer to 250 was 16. So this is how we estimate square roots.